Hi guys. So next one is the pipe work in SMM2 lah. Pipe work in SMM2. If it is a purpose-made pipes or purpose-made pipe fittings, you need to be described in your description. And then pipe fittings, pipes and the fittings which are wrapped or coated or lined by the manufacturer shall be so described, stating the type of treatment. If it is it has any special wrapping, coating, or lining. And then pipe work required to be temporarily fixed in position or dismantled for chromium plating or other special finishing, and subsequently being refixed shall be so described. If there's a need for that, if you're working in certain factory or pipeline that requires this special treatment, so you need to be described. The next one is pipes and fittings. So pipes measured over all pipe fittings, short running lengths and branches, so need to be measured and quantified in meters. And the description should also state the type and the nominal size. And purpose-made pipe shall be so described and given separately, not to be included. If the length for purpose-made pipe should be specified separately outside of the standard pipes. And for curved pipes, it shall be so described, stating the mean radius, similar to the gutter. And joints in a running length shall be given a description stating the method of joint. Need to specify the method of jointing. So joints of special or ornamental character and extra demountable couplers, if it is heavy, special, has character, need to be described separately, and then need to be described as extra over. Flexible pipes and extensible pipes, which is measured as fully extended, shall each be so described. You need to specify whether it is a flexible pipes or is it extensible pipe or is it the normal pipe, of what type of material. Pipes laid or fixed in ducts, trenches, and chases, or embedded in situ concrete or screeds, need to be described. So need to be described. The pipe is embedded in concrete mostly. Some of the parts that need to be embedded in concrete need to be specified because it involves extra work. Hence, need to specify different rate of price. Flow and return header pipe, except those forming an integral part of plant or equipment, shall be enumerated, stating the length, type, and nominal size of the main pipe, the number and length type, and length and type, and the nominal size of each branching pipe. You need to specify the flow and return header pipe according to length and size, and also the connecting branches, and also the method of construction and the method of jointing at the ends. So pipe fittings and purpose-made pipe fittings shall each be so described and enumerated as extra over. So fittings need to be described as extra over, in which they occur. Cutting and jointing the pipe fitting shall be deemed to be included, and the following details shall be given. If there is a reducing fittings, so the nominal size. If it is a branching fittings, stating where the square, angled branch or sweep branch. And then for inspection doors, need to specify the method of sealing the door. So where such door occur in pipe fittings, they shall be given in description of the fitting. So when you're describing the fittings, you just also specify the inspection doors. So usually in our case, we have manhole. Expansion loop shall be described and enumerated, stating limiting dimensions and amount of expansion to be committed. Expansion compensator shall be described and enumerated, stating the type of joint and the amount of expansion to be accommodated, providing all flanges and unions necessary solely for erection purposes shall be deemed to be included in the items. So the flange and the unions is assumed to be including in the items. Providing everything necessary for jointing shall be deemed to be included with the items of pipe works. So any other item for jointing is assumed to be included. Can also be specified in your description. Screwed sockets, tapping, bosses, and welding necks welded to the pipes or flanges shall each be enumerated separately. So socket, tapping, and different types of connection here need to be enumerated separately. Need to state the size and the kind of pipe or flange it is connected. Perforating the pipe or flange shall be deemed to be included. There is usually there is a need to drill, and that drilling works to be included in the quotation of price. So as you can see here in one example, you can see for rainwater downpipe, as you can see the BQ example here specify it is a siphonic RWDP rainwater downpipe systems or approved equivalent complete with accessories by specialists, and it is discharged from roof to the nearest perimeter drain sum to architect's approval. So this is the header of RWDP. And then the sizing, you have 150 mm diameter galvanized. This is a type of material, galvanized steel, siphonic, fixed with and including galvanized iron strap. There is strap supporting the rainwater downpipe, plugged and screwed to brick wall or concrete. So as you can see, the description describe the pipe, but also includes the fixing and connection. But the quantity is described in meteran, and the quantity here. Ditto as per above, same pipe but laid and cast into concrete apron and discharged to the nearest concrete sum of drainage going to curb. This is describe the nature of the pipe, no? As we talked before, if it is laid embedded in concrete, so it need to be described, and then quantify enumerated separately, as you can see here, separately. Same size of pipe, same type of pipe, but this one is in apron slab, concrete apron. And as we talked about before, for band, it is enumerated separately in extra over. So you provide extra over. So this is your extra over. As you can see, in the following item E, supply, provide, install with approved equivalent 150 mm diameter galvanized steel, siphonic dome grating discharge. So this describe the grating. As you can see, is SMM. It is in item sundries. So if you have gratings, cast gratings, balloon gratings, you need to enumerate it separately, and then stating the nominal size of the coming of the pipe or outlet they are attached. You need to specify, or you can include it with items they are enumerated. But in this case, it is specified separately for grating only, but the description specify the size of the pipe connecting to the grating, and the quantities in numbers given here. So another example is it's this one, pipe work. This is sewer pipe to supply and lay approved vitrified clay pipe BCP and fittings according to BS 65 extra strength with spigot branches, socket joints to BS 540 incorporating rubber seal, so they have a sealing there at the joints, that follow BS2494 as described all accordance with the manufacturer's instruction. So need to follow manufacturer instruction and mention all as per detail drawings and as directed by the engineers. So this is how you specify. So the specification is complete, description is complete. The size of the type of material need to be used and to follow what spec. And then you follow up with the size of your VCP pipe. You can have two different size of VCP pipe, but in this case you have only one. So you have 2 to 5 mm diameter pipe laid to fall in trench. So this work described there is a need to trench so that contractor can quote price that includes the work of digging and trenching. So the unit is in meter and this is your quantity. Next, as you can see in this sewer drainage, you need to also specify the manhole. So you put your header here, precast concrete manhole. It's a precast, so you need to specify is it precast or a concrete manhole. So concrete manhole they can build up by themselves, but precast is installed. Supply and install. Supply install, SIRIM approved, precast concrete manhole in the position and install strictly in accordance with the manufacturer's instruction with and including excavation and necessary planking and strutting. So temporary works is included. Link on, need to link on the base, and then 400 mm thick grade 25 concrete base, including reinforcement and formwork concrete benching. So there's a benching, half round VCP pipe channel, or with or without branch pipe, and so on. So this specifies the connecting pipes. So this is what is being described in sundries here. This is another example on a plumbing sanitary system, but just want to highlight here that this one is for each unit. This one is for each unit. So as you can see the header here, plumbing and sanitary installation, supply and install, according to drawing and spec, come with comprehensive servicing, maintenance during the defect liability period, necessary supports, fittings. Then you go on into your specific items under plumbing sanitary system. As you can see, the number one is the work for excavate underground trench, and then laying pipe, complete with bedding supports, formworks, installments, and so on. And this is another example. As you can see, it describes there is a need to trench and the bedding for the trench to support the pipe and so on. But want to highlight here that the quantity is in lot because this is a housing unit, so the client want to estimate to you want to know, they want to get the quotation for price for each unit of the house. So this is the price is based on per lot. One lot, one house, one unit. So how much the price is lump sum instead of quantity, bill of quantity. And as you can see, another item is water storage tank, which is common in housing in house unit. And then you need to, and then also it is specified to provide pump set for each unit, and then install and commission HDPE pipe for underground piping from the meter to water tank. So this is in each unit from the meter, SJ meter to the pipe. It's not external work. As you can see, this is it falls under I mean on each unit internal. This also include a rainwater harvesting tank, and for above ground piping of for unit. There is above ground piping. But want to highlight here that the unit is in lot, lot 1, lot 2, lot 3. So another example on piping is sewer in the sewer for sanitary pipe. This is the description for manhole. You describe a verb, the work need to be done, supply and install, and then you need to include all the necessary items, planking, strutting, and then follow the manufacturer's instruction, place in the position, and then you specify the support link on, and then there's a base which is given in the detail. But as you can see, all the detail here of the steel, concrete, all include in the numbers. It is measured in numbers. I mean, it's not per size of concrete or volume of concrete or uh, on weight of steel bars. So all included in the number of manhole, because it is it's a precast. It has, although it has base, but it is included in the price should be included. It should be included in the manhole. So one manhole type B, one manhole type B that is 1200 diameter, but at a certain depth, 1.5 depth, more than 3 meter depth, then there's another price. Because this involves when the excavation is deeper, then the cost is different. So manhole is in number, as you can see here. This one is also concrete manhole. Detailing what is the drawing need to be referred, and what is the support, the base, the bedding, and then the connecting pipes. And then lastly on this pipe is to highlight to you the connections. The connection is if it is done by the local authority, it is in provisional sum, but usually tapping is done by the contractor. Hot tap, or hot tap is you tap directly under, there's no shutting down of the water supply. But if it is there's a, you can apply for shutdown, then it's not hot tap. So you can tap, there is a time and cost for shutting down the main pipeline. I just want to show you the item. As you can see here, so as you can see here, this one is on piping works. So this one is also on piping works. As you can see, this is the description. When you want to describe an example for you, when you want to describe the connecting of existing supply pipe. So this is underwater reticulation, item connecting of existing supply pipe. So you need to allow connection for 650 mm diameter mild steel pipe to existing main water supply, including all necessary fitting, including jointing, materials, and the making good. So the item is in the unit is in item, one item. How many connection? So then the quotation of price will be the rate will be on each connection. It's not meter or, and then you have also the cost for handing over water rack and fulfilling all conditions stipulated by later acceptance of the work by relevant authorities. So the cost is fixed based on the management fee of the local authority of water supply. So another example is here. As you can see, this is for external water reticulation, which is not in lot. but the quantity is in meter as we discussed SMM. So the first one is the nodes, supply and join mild steel pipes. So describe the material of pipes in standard lengths, including relevant joints, bends, elbow fittings, rates, and fittings. Rates shall be deemed to include for all excavations, backfilling, compaction, disposal of surplus excavated and unsuitable material, supply handling and fixing all joints, etc., including closing lengths, protection to pipes, etc., as directed by your superintending officer, SO, by SO. So the first item is the pipe itself. So describe the nominal size, diameter, and then the pipes type, multi pipes, and then the units in meter. Then you provide extra over as we discussed in the SMM, where you need to provide the reducer, reducing fittings, branch fittings, inspection door as extra over. As we discussed, you need to provide extra over. For this is a reducer. We want to connect 650 to 500. Then 500 is a length millimeter, and then extra over for 45-degree bend, and then extra over for T junction, and then for end cap. And then if there's concrete works, you can also specify in terms of volume for mass concrete. As you can see here in terms of meter cube, cubic meter. To supply and cast, to supply, lay and cast mass concrete surrounds to pipes. This is usually to hold the pipe in place, usually at 45-degree bend. And then also another miscellaneous work is supply and approve sand backfilling, spread and level in trench. So once you lay the pipe, so the backfilling will be in sand in certain area, or the whole area, the whole length. And then lump sum value, LS lump sum value, is for testing and sterilization of pipe works. So that will be all on piping works. Next we're gonna take a look on drainage.